Ephesians 3:14-15. For this cause I bow my knees unto the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, of whom the whole family in heaven and earth is named. So obviously it's important to bear in mind that Christianity is not just modern Judaism plus a load of other stuff. Anybody who knows what they're talking about will tell you there is modern Talmudic Judaism, which is a totally different religion from the biblical religion of people before the time of Christ. Now, yes, we could call those people biblically Jews, but that's not really accurate. Jews, by the way, is referring to people from the kingdom of Judah, and there was a lot more to the biblical religion before Judah even existed. So what should we say the religion is? Christianity. Because here it says the whole family in heaven and earth is named after our Lord Jesus Christ. And by the way, I don't think this is saying this is named after the Father, because we're not given a name for the Father, whereas we are given a name for Jesus Christ. So that name, Christ, is after whom all of the family is named. Well, obviously we know when the Bible is talking about genealogies, when it's talking about relations and stuff like that, this is extending into the Old Testament. So yeah, these people back then didn't know Jesus was the Christ, but we can now say in hindsight that is after whom they should be named. And by the way, in a very literal sense, they were Christians, because Christian just refers to Christ, the Messiah, and these people did believe that the Messiah was coming. Even Abel was born after the promise was given to Eve that one of her sons would crush the head of death. Abraham received a huge amount of promises from God. He was promised that through his seed, singular, all generations would be blessed. That is the Christ. Abraham was a Christian. Saul and David and all the judges were Christians. In fact, Saul literally was a Christ. He was God's anointed. And I'm not just saying this for the sake of the name. I'm saying it because it has theological implications. When you realize everyone from Adam to Abel to Abraham, all the way through to you today, we are all Christian. Then you can actually start looking at the theological substance of the Old Testament, recognizing that they were saved by faith just as we are, that God's plan of salvation has been one continuous story throughout the entire Bible. And just to finish where we left off, Jews today, so-called, have nothing to do with that.